Hello there and welcome. Let's do a tarot reading about this moon wobble. Honestly, I'm using the Superlunaris because, I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, this whole moon wobble thing, I kind of see it as a joke because, like, it's something that they know has been going on for, like, it has a 18.6 year cycle where it kind of turns on its axis, and they're calling it a wobble and then sensationalizing it for, I don't know, headlines or some shit. I don't know. I think it's kind of silly, but let's do this kind of as a joke. Hold on. I forgot to close the door. It's closed now. Still can hear the kids, but that's all right because this is just for funsies. All right, so sorry if that was loud. I should have warned you. But yeah, I kind of, it's comical, and it's a good example of what I've been seeing about, like, the whole sensationalizing stuff that's actually normal and kind of, you know, just for clout or headlines, or I don't know. Everything's clickbait these days. And I'm seeing a really, the split thing. Yeah, there's something going on there, but, like, again, that's also being sensationalized. A lot of spiritual type stuff is just being blown out of proportion for attention. Honestly, I don't share all the things that I do. Page of Cups. That just popped out. I'm just shuffling. Page of Cups and the Six of Wands, which would be like a victory and, you know, a new emotional journey, kind of. But yeah, like, look down here, this victory card. Like, look at all those people down there just, like, praising. But who is that really? I'm going to throw these back in because I was just shuffling, but yeah, so let's talk about the moon wobble. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I do random kind of BS shitposting type tarot readings sometimes. I also do witchy subscription unboxings, which I will be doing one tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 p.m. I will be live unboxing a full moon ritual kit, which I'm super excited about. It's from the same company that I unboxed Hearth Wisdom Store. I unboxed their Mystic Curiously Curated box a couple days ago, so go check that out. After seeing what was in that box and like checking out their website and everything, oh, you guys, okay, I'm leaving it out. It wants to stay out. She's not okay. She's not playing around. All right. Yeah, you guys saw that, right? So, yeah, I'll be unboxing that live, and then I'm going to go over the ritual that they included. I have no idea what's in it. Usually it's candles, herbs, oils, incense, stuff like that, but it is a complete full moon ritual for the July buck moon, which is this Friday. So I'm going to unbox it on Wednesday. That way, if you want to do the ritual that's included and you need to get supplies, you have a couple of days to do so. I'm not going to actually perform the ritual, obviously, prying eyes and all of that, but did want to show you what was in it and show you the ritual. And, you know, they send it every month, so we'll go over that in that video. But let's talk about the moon wobble. What do we need to know about this moon wobble? And I feel silly saying that, honestly. What can we know about the moon wobble that we keep hearing about? Other than it's a victory. I mean, obviously it's a victory. That one kept coming out. I'm kind of feeling like, like maybe this is the moon sitting back, like watching. Okay, like, yeah, I'm finally getting the attention I deserve, kind of thing. That could be why that keeps popping out. Let's see what else comes up. What can we know about the moon wobble? Whoa, hold up. Come on. I'm making a big mess. All right, nothing else wants to jump out. But these did land face up on the floor, so I am taking them. All right, these two are the ones that came out face up on the ground. Okay. Queen of Wands. I'm really getting some Queen of Wands vibes off of the Six of Wands, to be honest with you. Very similar, strong feminine energy, very passionate energy, and a victory. So I feel, ooh, okay, I'm not going to say that yet. Yes, I am. I'm feeling like, it's kind of speaks to the divine feminine that the moon represents, being like, it's my turn. Like, it's my turn, bitch. Like, okay. And then we have the Nine of Cups here. like happiness. So we have some very powerful energy here. Very powerful energy. We have victory, the Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, which is about like wishes fulfilled, fulfillment, being satisfied. It's just that like not even having everything that you want or feeling everything you want to feel, but just like if you can tap into the energy of the word satisfied, like it doesn't take a whole lot, like a satisfying bath. You're not doing anything, but it just feels right. That's satisfied. And then we have the world here, the effect on the world. So there may be an effect on the world. And I feel like, you know, like I kind of am getting, like I started this off going, this is a bunch of silliness. And this is kind of, well, I guess silly would be the word, you know, sensationalized media type thing. But I'm from the reading, it's like, yes, this is a good thing. We should be focusing on this. We should be glad that it's being exposed to the light. And we have like this strong feminine energy. Like she's just laid back, but look at her up on the throne and everyone's kind of beneath her. Like kind of like we're all up watching the moon, right? And we kind of do have that circle up in the sky on that wreath, but the wreath is symbolizing victory. So I feel like the lunar energy that's supposed to be causing all these floods, look how dry this is. This is dry. I feel like it's not like I want to flood the earth. That's not my goal. The world here, the world being out in the cosmos. Like, look at the background of that. And then we have another circle of green, right? We have another we have the wreath here of greenery. And then we have the world card here. We have that cycle of greenery. So I feel like this is good for the earth. Everyone's all scared of all these floods and stuff. You know, Nine of Cups being water energy, being a very full cup, could be talking about the water, but I feel like it's barren. We need it. We need it. This brings us power. The adding the water again, lunar energy also representing water, kind of. It just in that flow, feminine nature, get the water feminine feeling from that. So I feel like it's like pouring out into this dry land here, and that it's something that we need. We're kind of almost like taking back that flow, and distributing. Okay, what I'm kind of getting is like not distributing wealth as we know wealth, but distributing that the water wealth, the emotional wealth, emotional maturity. I feel like aside from the physical attributes that it's supposed to bring, wow, this is actually turning out to be not what I expected. But it's going to bring about the emotional growth that our planet has been lacking. Okay. But like, I love that this world is just like, we have dry land here, and in the world card we have, it's out in the cosmos. Like, I'm feeling like this is actually a good thing for our planet. It may not be good for the people, but the people haven't really been good to the planet lately. So, I don't feel like this is like a revolt, or she's being vengeful, or, you know, like that the planet is taking back and after being mistreated. Yes, but I feel like it's for the betterment of humanity. We've been dry emotionally, and the moon is going to help bring some of that watery, flowy, emotional energy back into it. Back in the reading I did last year, I did the what's going to happen December 24th, because that was also being sensationalized, and I really got a strong impression that the divine feminine is taking over. Patriarchy's going down. Still feeling it, and ever since doing that reading, that is what I'm seeing all over social media, TikTok especially. If you're on the spiritual side of TikTok, like there's a lot of like patriarchy's going down, divine feminine's coming up, and I'm kind of getting that still here. But I feel like it's good. It's look how happy that dude is. He's like the only male so far represented in these cards. And look how happy he is. So this you know, like, cards don't have gender to me. I don't I'm on the train of gender is a societal concept. It's fluid, and honestly, you can be whatever gender you feel like you are. So, you know, there could be an aspect of this making the divine masculine part happy. This is bringing to the true divine masculine aspects, not our assertive, brash. Brash, is that a word? That's the word just popped in my head. Like this kind of aggressive male energy is not divine masculine. Where like if you want to go the sensationalized route of saying toxic masculinity, like it's washing that away and allowing the actual divine masculine to show through, which we all have both. And I feel like that also goes to the gender fluidity that I was just talking about. We all have both within us. And like, I'm probably going to get some hate for this, but I don't believe in the whole twin flame shit. The twin flame thing is another sensationalized new age concept that it's just like your twin flame is you. Like you have the divine masculine, you have the divine feminine, and you're out there seeking your counterpart out there when it's within you the whole time. So kind of side concept there, but goes to this as well. I feel like this very feminine energy really kind of allows it to support the divine masculine. And when I say divine masculine, I am not talking about the masculinity of the patriarchy that we see today. I'm talking about true divinity in the masculine sense. So, but I feel like it's like a support, like the bringing in the divine feminine has to come in to kind of like maybe wash away with all of this water here, wash away that that dry I just got dry coochie energy in my head. But like trying to, you know, do away with that dry harshness of the what should be divine masculine, should be supportive, should be counter to the divine feminine in that supportive role. But I feel like all this feminine energy surrounding masculine, lifting up, you know, the good parts of the masculine side of us, the divine masculine part, not to be confused with our toxic masculinity that we see in the patriarchy today. Let's see if any more cards want to come out and play and talk about this moon wobble. Can we specifically ask about the flooding? What should we know about flooding in the 2030s of our calendar year here on Earth? What can we know? Oh, jeez. Okay, that might be too many cards, but they don't want to shuffle, so I'm going to take these. The one that fell on the floor is face down, so I'm not taking it. But I will put it on top in case we need clarity. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Yeah, so I feel like they're working to prepare. Like this is preparation. Okay, they're working to prepare for the floods. We're talking about the floods that are predicted specifically with these three cards. I feel like they're coming up with a plan. They're working. I don't know who, people are working on trying to prepare for flooding. We have the King of Swords here, which is about communication. He looks very, I feel like if we were to compare these two cards, we would get divine masculine and maybe a little toxic masculinity. Okay. I feel like, there's going to be a power trip that happens in regards to this, given this King of Swords here. They're going to communicate what they want to communicate, how they want to communicate it, and they're going to come off as direct. But I feel like the directness is kind of like a misdirection of sorts, because I feel like there's a different perspective and some enlightenment going on that's kind of behind the scenes here. I do feel like they may try to hide some things, but the ones of us who are, I don't want to say enlightened, because I would never say that I'm enlightened, but the ones of us who have this new perspective, referring back to like the split, where things are going to be shifting and changing. Some of us see that. Some of us see that there are two paths, and we see you know, which path we need to be on. But we also see the people who don't see the second path. As far as the split is concerned. That's how I explained it to someone recently. I said, there are two paths. I see both paths, and I know that this is the right path, at least for me. I know that this path will lead us to peace. But there are many people, including you, who don't even know that path exists and will not even acknowledge the fact that it's a possibility. And so there are those two paths coming up for us. And I feel like this lunar wobble, moon wobble thing, I feel like that will have a bit of an impact on the direction people go. I feel like there will be some kind of power dynamic that is helpful in preparing for any type of flooding. But this is very warm energy back here. This is like the color here, we have dark and warm. We don't really have that flood. There's no cups here that would indicate a whole lot of flooding. I feel like they're going to do a good job in preparing it, but I feel like that what the information they're going to try and feed us, I'm getting like spoon fed. Like you're going to get like little bites of what they want you to know. So, and I like with the sensationalized part that I started this off with, thinking this is like a whole joke situation where like they're just sensationalizing stuff. I feel like the King of Swords would be the king of sensationalization. Oh shit. You know what I mean. But also like that, do you see that, like the knowledge pouring in? I feel like there's knowledge pouring into him. I feel like this would very good representation of the patriarchy. They're getting information, but they're going to spoon feed you what they want you to have. But I feel like they do a good job mitigating the flooding. So will there be flooding? Probably. I mean, that's already kind of happening. But I feel like there are a lot of people who see things differently and will understand the bigger meaning or the higher purpose for what is going to happen. And we are talking, 10 years or so in the future here. But I feel like that's plenty of time for them to get shit together, to start working on a plan and mitigating, that's a good word, mitigating things. But again, we have this King of Swords in the middle here who I feel like is just going to give us only the information that they feel would be useful to us and not all of it. And that is regarding flooding. But I feel like some of us know better. We're seeing things differently and like seeing a bigger picture here for what this could mean for our planet. But like I said in the beginning, this is not a new thing. The moon isn't suddenly going to start shaking in the sky. That's not what the wobble is. I think I chose a shitty word for it, but it goes through seasons. My understanding of what this moon wobble thing is an 18.6 year cycle that it goes through, where it shifts on its axis, just like Earth. It shifts on its axis. It basically has like 2 seasons every 18.6 years. It will shift a little on its axis, and it kind of has 2 seasons, right? So I forgot to mute my phone. I'm sorry if you heard that. So for half of that 18.6 years, it's here, and it's going to cause low tides to be lower. And then the other half, it's going to cause the high tides to be higher. They knew this. They recognized this starting to happen, I think, in like the 70s. So this is not new information. They're just sensationalizing, or maybe they're just releasing information that they didn't think people were aware of before, but they're kind of making it look like new news, but it's not new. This is something that's been going on. They've known about it for a long time. But yeah, do I think there's going to be mass flooding in the 30s? No, I don't think so. But I think there's information that they're not telling us. But I think those of us who are shifting our perspective will know what they're not telling us, or will at least get a sense of it. So yeah, it will be a time for pause and reflection as well. So that's what I get for the moon wobble. I hope that made sense. This isn't exactly how I expected this to go. I was kind of going to try and make fun of how the news is blowing something up that has actually been happening for a long time, or probably for all time, honestly. But yeah, so there we have it. Nothing to be afraid of. The moon isn't really going anywhere. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more kind of shitposty type tarot readings, subscribe. Also witchy unboxing videos, as well as crystal information. I just did a live crystal grid. I don't want to say class, but I did a crystal grid demonstration. So that was the last video that I posted. So go check it out. I will see you in the next one. And as always, have a blessed day.